More than 100 days have passed since Breonna Taylor's death, and her murderers still have not been arrested.
But watch the shit, I'ma put a stop to this, I got to flip JFinLA at the bar, the Sadai, having drinks with Fergie. Man, I'm so fly, got these.
So I used to joke that I only drank two things. That was water and vodka. And then after moving to LA, I amended that joke to say I only drank three things. It was vodka, water, and coffee. It's true. I don't know what happened to me or how I became this big coffee drinker, but it happened. And now I had to switch to decaf. I sound like one of those old coffee commercials from the 80s. You remember those? We switched his regular coffee with decaf. Let's see if he can tell the difference. I just want to let y'all know, there is a difference. There absolutely is a difference. One thing I'll say though is that a big difference is I definitely feel less jittery. I don't have the kind of caffeine high and then immediate crash hours afterward. I don't feel any of that, I can definitely tell that I'm drinking decaffeinated coffee. Also, please don't make fun. I know I'm drinking store brand, Kroger brand decaf coffee. It's the best that I could do. I had been drinking a Starbucks blend. I think it was their breakfast blend or their house, one of them. It was Starbucks coffee. And I know we're all fuck Starbucks, but coffee tastes damn good. But I could not find decaf by Starbucks. I don't know if they make it. I couldn't find it. I'm shopping online. I'm not going to the store and looking I'm looking up on Instacart to see what options are there. There are no options for a decaf Starbucks. So I went with the option they did have, which was Kroger. And to be honest with you, it was a good deal. That tin, I don't remember how big it is, but it's pretty sizable. It was only $5 or $6. That's gonna last me a good 3 weeks to a month. I'm not mad at that. So here's my current favorite coffee mug. As you can see, it's the mug from Knives Out. Wonderful film. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. And if you're wondering why I switched, Jay, what's going on? Why would you ever drink decaffeinated coffee? That's because I've got high blood pressure. I don't necessarily know if the caffeine in coffee contributes to high blood pressure. I've tried to look it up and there's all sorts of conflicting information and studies and this, that, and the other. Some say that, caffeine does affect blood pressure. Others say that it doesn't make a difference. But whatever. I call myself, being whatever. And I just decided, let me make the switch to decaf. And as I mentioned, I can definitely feel it. I can feel the difference. I feel less jittery. It doesn't feel like, I'm always up and, whatever. So, but that is the deal. I have for a while, known that my pressure was elevated. And when I went to the doctor recently, they took my blood pressure several times simply because they were like, oh, well, maybe you're just suffering from what we call white coat anxiety. You're nervous about seeing the doctor. And I wasn't nervous at all about seeing the doctor, but, it's fine. If you want to take my blood pressure several times during this visit, just to make sure, that's fine with me. And all 3, I think, times, my blood pressure was high. So my doctor wanted me to monitor my pressure at home. It's like, let's do this for a while and let's see if we need to put you on medication. So for about a week, I monitored my blood pressure, and sure enough, it was high. You know, it was high. And so after giving the readings to my doctor, he was finally just like, okay, I'm gonna prescribe some medication for you. You know, we'll see how this goes, and we'll see if we need to up your dosage based on you know, taking this medication and based on the readings off that. So I've been taking the medication for a few days now, and even though my pressure hasn't come down, there's a noticeable, at least for me, a noticeable decrease in these readings. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, when I report to him, we'll see if he thinks we need to up the dosage or whether we can stay where I'm at. The hope is that I can get my pressure under control. And in addition to medication, doing things like changing my diet, exercising more, you know, hopefully I can manage this without medication, and maybe, you know, they can take me off the medication in time. So we'll see. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, well, Jay, you know what contributes to high blood pressure? That vodka. And it's true, yeah, drinking does contribute to high blood pressure. One of my boys, he even like let me have it. He was just like, look, I know you're a grown ass man, do what you want to do, but you gotta cut back on the drinking. And here's the thing, I honestly have cut back on drinking since March, since like lockdown, quarantine, whatever started. I have really not been drinking all that much. Like, I think I've probably had in the past March, April, May, June. In the past 4 months, I've probably had about 6 or 7 drinks. Bottle of Tito's that I ordered for quarantine. Like, I just cracked it open. A couple of weeks ago I cracked it open, but I mean, I haven't been drinking from it. I think I made 1 drink, maybe 2 drinks out of it. It just sits there staring at me, wondering why I'm neglecting it. But yeah, you know, I do know that alcohol plays a large part in high blood pressure, and I haven't been drinking. So another thing, you know, my doctor was wondering if maybe just kind of like the stress of everything, you know, of the pandemic, and then everything with the social justice protests, if all of these things are contributing to my high blood pressure. And the thing is, maybe. I mean, my blood pressure, I think, was high before everything began. And all these situations, you know, certainly haven't helped matters. But I don't think that all of this is like the root cause. Like, I don't think that my pressure is up because of everything that's happening. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Never in a million years thought that I would be someone that would be on like maintenance meds, but here we are. It's one of the pleasures of getting old, kids. But it is what it is. You know, I just see what I have to do. Just take my medication, change my diet, eat better. As a matter of fact, I went on Instacart yesterday and I ordered a whole bunch of low sodium, high fiber, low fat foods, lifestyle changes. And I really wonder, once we've gotten through everything, we've got like COVID under control and, you know, what have you, and people will actually be able to go out and socialize responsibly and without fear. I really wonder if I'm going to go back to how I used to be. Because, you know, I mean, this entire situation has changed so much about me. You know, like I said, I'm not drinking as much. Y'all know I could put drinks away. I'm not drinking as much. I also think that because I'm not drinking as much, I'm not eating as much. You know, alcohol makes you want to eat a lot more, and I've been eating a lot less. There was a phrase I saw online called appetite temperature. And it seems that over the course of the past few months, my appetite temperature has adjusted itself. So I'm definitely eating a lot less. I'm not eating like as much fast food. You know, after I got my car, I went on like this whole kind of like fast food, like, hey, you know, because I'm sick of cooking. But even that has kind of like, you know, worn off, and I'm back to just like, you know, cooking at home. But yeah, I'm really just not even eating as much as I used to. So, I mean, there's that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because I definitely plan on being a hell of a lot more social. Even though I am already a social individual and I do like to be around people, even though I don't like people, I do plan to hang out, go out, like take advantage of being around friends. I just don't think that I'll be drinking as much while I'm hanging out or eating as much. And I'm definitely going to up my physical activity. Probably going to start running. I don't feel the gym is safe right now. And for people that are like hitting the gym up already, I'm just like, hey, more power to you. I can't do it. I can't go back to the gym right now. So get into running. I used to run when I was younger. That was back when they called me the Jackrabbit. They don't call me Jackrabbit anymore. So please, guys that used to know me way back when, don't fucking call me Jackrabbit. I'm fucking serious. My name is Jay. Call me Jay. But anyway, get into running. Maybe some, jump rope. I don't know. Yeah, someone even suggested yoga. So perhaps I'll look into yoga. California is getting its hooks in me. So yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta work on me. It's important. You gotta take care of yourself.